Have you ever spent a lot of hard-earned money on plant food at the garden store, only to find your soil looking dry, hard, and dead after a few weeks? It is a super common problem that almost every gardener faces. Using store-bought chemical fertilizer is like feeding your plants candy and energy drinks. Sure, they get a quick rush of energy and grow fast for a second, but then they crash. Even worse, that salty store-bought chemical fertilizer actually hurts the tiny, helpful bugs living in your dirt. Think of it like pouring salt on a slug. It dries them out and hurts them. This turns your soft, fluffy soil into hard, cracked concrete, and it makes your plants dependent on more chemical drinks just to survive. It is a trap that keeps you spending money every single spring, and it causes carbon burnout. When you put synthetic nitrogen on your soil, it acts like a stimulant for specific bacteria, making them go into a feeding frenzy. They rapidly consume and burn up all the soil's stable carbon reserves to balance their carbon-to-nitrogen ratio. This depletes the soil's organic matter, leaving it dead and lifeless. But what if you could make a healthy, home-cooked family dinner for your plants completely for free? Today, we are learning about JADAM Liquid Fertilizer, or JLF. It is a super simple way to turn weeds, grass, bones, and garden scraps into the best plant food on Earth. Instead of buying chemicals, we are going to feed the helpful bugs in your dirt. When they eat JLF, they make a special microbial glue called glomalin that sticks soil particles together. This makes your soil soft, fluffy, and spongy like a delicious chocolate cake. When soil is spongy, it can hold water and air easily, so plant roots can breathe and grow deep into the ground. These helpful microbes also form huge underground transportation networks, like a subway system. They carry water and minerals directly to the plant roots, acting like a friendly delivery service. To make this magic work, we need a secret ingredient: forest leaf mold. Leaf mold is the dark, rich, crumbly soil found under old leaves on the forest floor. It is packed with billions of local, native microbes, which we call Indigenous Microorganisms, or IMOs. Think of these microbes as a local neighborhood soccer team. Because they grew up in your area, they know the weather, the grass, and the local field perfectly. They know how to survive hot summers and cold winters. Store-bought microbe packages are like bringing in foreign players who do not know the local climate. They will probably get cold or tired, give up, and disappear. To harvest forest leaf mold safely, find a healthy, undisturbed area of a nearby forest. Gently brush away the top layer of dry leaves, which acts like the forest floor's blanket. Underneath, you will find a layer of dark, crumbly soil held together by white, thread-like fungal networks. Scoop up a handful or two of this dark soil, and then cover the spot back up with the dry leaves so the forest floor can heal. The forest microbes are the real champions of your backyard. Inside this forest soil, you have a complete microbial food web. There are tiny bacteria, fungi, and even protozoa and nematodes. These organisms eat each other, trade nutrients, and work together in a beautiful, natural balance. Now, the problem with JLF is that it can start to smell. This happens when organic materials sit in water and begin to rot, releasing smelly gas. So, that is why we add lactic acid bacteria, or LAB, and forest soil to add microbes, speed up the process, and control the odor. You can easily make your own LAB serum at home using rice and milk. First, wash some rice with water, and save the cloudy rice water. Put this rice water in a jar, cover it with a paper towel, and let it sit in a dark cupboard for 3 to 5 days. It will start to smell slightly sour. Next, pour this rice water into a container of milk, using about 10 parts milk to 1 part rice water. Let this sit for another 3 to 5 days. The milk will curdle and separate, forming a thick white cheese layer on top and a clear, yellow liquid underneath. This yellow liquid is your LAB serum, packed with billions of friendly lactic acid bacteria. Strain it out and store it in your fridge. When we add forest leaf mold or a splash of this LAB serum to our fertilizer bucket, the LAB acts like friendly neighborhood watchguards. They quickly eat the food and turn the environment sour, dropping the pH. Bad germs hate sour environments and cannot grow. Even better, this sour environment locks in the ammonia gas, converting it into a stable liquid ammonium. This prevents volatile nitrogen loss, which is when precious nitrogen floats away into the air like steam escaping from a boiling pot. The chemistry is simple. When the pH of JLF rises and becomes alkaline, the ammonium liquid converts into gaseous ammonia, which floats away. By adding lab, we keep the pH below 5.0, forcing the nitrogen to stay in its safe liquid form instead of escaping as a gas. To prevent this, always make sure you build a secure bucket lid. You can use a bucket with a rubber seal, or put a heavy brick on top of the lid to keep it airtight. By keeping the lid on tight and using lab, we lock the nitrogen down as plant food and turn the smell into a sweet, sour pickle scent. Making JLF is super easy because you can customize the recipe like a chef. Green grass and weeds are like a protein shake. They are full of nitrogen to grow big, beautiful leaves. We call this our vegetative leaf grow recipe. To make it, gather fresh green weeds and grass early in the morning when their sugar content is highest. Pack them tightly into your 5-gallon bucket until it is 2/3 full, and then fill it with water. Add a handful of forest leaf mold to kickstart the fermentation. If you want strong roots and flowers, you need phosphorus. In nature, this comes from animal bones. We put clean bones in our bucket, and over time, the tiny microbes secrete acids that melt the bones down, making the minerals easy for plants to drink. This process is called mineral solubilization, and because bones are very hard, it can take anywhere from 3 to 12 months to fully melt them. But the wait is worth it for the incredible root growth you will see. For sweet, juicy fruits like tomatoes, melons, and strawberries, you need potassium. This comes from comfrey leaves or wild sunflowers, which have super deep roots that act like mining drills, bringing up potassium from deep underground. Comfrey is a magical plant because its roots can go 10 feet deep into the earth, pulling up precious minerals that other plants cannot reach. To make comfrey JLF, gather fresh comfrey leaves and chop them up. Pack them tightly into your 5-gallon bucket until it is 2/3 full. Put a heavy rock or brick on top of the leaves to keep them weighed down, as they tend to float. Fill it with water, add a handful of leaf mold, and put the lid on tight. Comfrey leaves are very soft and break down extremely fast, so this sweet fruit recipe will be ready in just 10 to 14 days. This is our fruit sweetener recipe. Finally, you can add toasted eggshells or crushed oyster shells to get calcium, which acts like bricks to build strong cell walls so your tomatoes do not get blossom end rot. Just like bones, eggshells and oyster shells need months to melt, so let them sit in the bucket and brew. Second, get some water. Rainwater is best because tap water has chlorine, which kills our friendly microbes. Third, get your forest leaf mold. Fill a 5-gallon bucket 2/3 full of plant scraps. Toss in a handful of leaf mold. Fill the bucket with water, leaving a little room at the top. Put a heavy rock on the plants to keep them underwater, and put the lid on tight. Keep the bucket in the shade. To speed things up, you can add a cup of molasses. Molasses is like fast food sugar that wakes up the microbes, cutting the breakdown time in half. In warm weather, it will be ready in about 2 weeks. As JLF ages, it gets even better, like a fine wine. If you let it sit for months or years, the microbes eat all the food, die, and burst open like tiny piñatas, spilling vitamins and minerals directly into the liquid. It loses any bad smell and smells like rich, earthy compost. When you use your liquid gold, always water it down. Never put it straight on your plants, or it will burn them. For watering the dirt, do a soil drench using 1 cup of JLF mixed with 50 or 100 cups of water. For spraying on leaves, you must dilute it much more. 1 cup of JLF to 300 or 500 cups of water. Foliar spraying is like splashing a cool mist on your face. If it is too strong, it burns the leaf skin. Spray in the morning or evening when the plant's tiny leaf mouths, called stomata, are open to drink it in. When spraying, always wear safety glasses and a mask, because even though JLF is completely organic, you do not want to breathe in active microbes or get them in your eyes. Before you spray your whole garden or orchard, it is always smart to do a dilution test. Spray just 1 single branch of a tree or a few leaves of a plant and wait 24 hours. If the leaves look happy and green, your mix is safe. If they look yellow or burned, add more water to dilute it further. You can also target different crops depending on the time of year. For fruit trees and orchards, feed them nitrogen-rich grass, JLF early in the spring to build their leaves. Then, switch to bone-based phosphorus and calcium JLF at bloom to help flowers set fruit. Finally, switch to Comfrey Potassium JLF when the fruit sizes up to make it sweet. For leafy greens like lettuce and cabbage, give them frequent, light sips of nitrogen JLF. This keeps leaves highly tender, waxy, and packed with complex proteins. For root crops like garlic and potatoes, use balanced JLF early on and switch to Comfrey and seaweed JLF when the roots start to swell. By making JLF, you are closing the loop on your homestead. The weeds you pull today become the rich food that grows your vegetables tomorrow. The leftover sludge in the bucket can be added to your compost pile as an amazing soil conditioner, meaning there is absolutely zero waste. JLF saves you money, heals the planet, and grows the tastiest food ever. Try it out and let us know how your JLF turns out in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Happy growing!